Well, hello, I'm Mark Aaron with River City TV. Thank you so much for joining us today. Our guest today is Jason Gray, who is the director of Danville Utilities. And as you can see behind us, we have construction going on down here off of Monument Street for a new battery storage system. And Jason's joining us today to tell us a little bit more about how this will be able to save you on your utility bill. And Jason, I appreciate you taking the time to join us today.
Thank you for having me, Mark.
And we're talking about a battery storage facility that's going to be storing energy here that we can put out on the grid during those high peak hours. And Jason, I know before we get started talking about the battery system, I know our viewers at home, they're familiar with those peak alerts we send out. And we're charged, AEP charges us for those transmission fees to get the electricity to us.
Right.
And that's really out of our control, and it's set by those peak hours
right.
annually. So can you explain that a little bit to our viewers and how that really, having this facility here, will benefit us for those peak hours?
So our transmission and capacity charges are based on our highest peak hours of the year, and our transmission charge is really dependent regardless of summer or winter time frame. So it can happen in January or summer months. So those charges are going up 15-20% every year. So those are some of our highest cost increases that we're experiencing. Our actual cost of power generation is actually going down, but are being superseded by these increasing generation or transmission costs.
Yeah.
So we're looking at projects like the battery storage project to help lower our demand, which will save our customers money. Our solar projects in the past are another project that will lower our demand as well. But these battery systems will discharge energy onto the grid during peak demands and will lower our overall demand, which will save for the next calendar year.
That's very good. So we're talking about construction here. It's obviously underway. Can you kind of give us a time frame when we'll be up and running and how it'll work?
Right. The company is called DeLorean Power. They're a battery storage company. They've done projects with various investor-owned utilities and co-ops. But they started construction this week as far as our battery storage project over on Industrial Avenue. It's a 10.5 megawatt project. Okay. It's going to be 8 containers of batteries, rows and rows of batteries in each container. All right. But it's going to be about a 3-month project, and look to have it online by June during summer peaks.
That's very good, very good. Well, again, Jason, we appreciate you taking the time to join us today to talk a little bit more about this. And again, just another tool in the toolbox to help reduce that load on our system. Right. And again, as Jason mentioned, we don't want to glass over that. Those transmission charges that we're seeing here up to what, 10-15% over the last couple of years?
15-20%.
15 to 20%. Yeah. So this is just another way that we can keep that power on our side of the grid and being able to lower those transmission fees that we see from AEP, and of course passing that along to the customer in the bottom line. So I know they're excited to hear that. So Jason, I appreciate you taking the time to join us today to learn a little bit more about the battery storage center that's going to be right here off of Monument Street here in the city of Danville. So thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Mark.